and welcome to Digital Zone channel. My name is Iris and today we will talk about what to do if DaVinci Resolve show you this message. If you work with DaVinci Resolve, you have probably seen this screen before and it was likely not very pleasant. Stay calm. The media offline message does not necessarily mean that your work is completely lost. Your edits, colors and effects are still saved. Only the link to the source files has been broken. There are three simple ways to fix this, and they work in 95% of cases. First, we will look at why this error happened so we can avoid it in the future. Then, we will explain what to do and how to save the project. Why does this happen? The problem is that DaVinci Resolve does not store videos or images directly in the project. Instead, it only remembers where they are saved on your computer. DaVinci works with the files you see in the workspace a bit like links. When you open a project, DaVinci Resolve checks the safe path to the source file and tries to find it on your drive. If this cannot do this, for example because the path has changed, the media offline message appears. So, if you move the files to another folder, rename them, delete them, or work with files from an external drive such as USB or SSD or from cloud, DaVinci will try to find the file using the path it remembers. However, the path is no longer exist, so it cannot find the file and show the message media offline. So, how to fix it? First, we can try the option Relink selected clips. This is mainly used when the files were only moved to another location, for example by mistake. Select all the red files, right-click on them and choose Relink selected clips. A file browser will open and you need to find the location where the files were moved and where they are now saved. Once you find them, click OK and the files should become available again. The advantage is that all the edits applied to the clips should be preserved. Another advantage is that Relink selected subject can also be used on very large projects because it works on hundreds of clips at once if they are saved in the same location. If nothing changes and the media offline error remains, maybe you have accidentally renamed the file. This brings us to the second method. Replace clip. You can try to rename the file manually on your computer, or in DaVinci Resolve, you can select one specific red clip, right-click on it, and choose Replace clip. Then find the correct clip on your computer that you have saved and want to load into DaVinci. This is targeted replacement of one clip with another. The file does not need to have the same name, but it must have the same resolution and length. This method cannot be used on multiple clips at once, which can be problematic and time-consuming if a large number of files are missing. If nothing happens, let's see to last option. We can try to return the files to correct location manually. The problem, of course, is that we need to know exactly from where to where the file was moved, and we must remember the exact folder structure. The file needs to have the same name and the same location path that DaVinci remembers. Fortunately, in DaVinci, we can check the correct path to the source file by right-clicking on the clip and selecting Open File Location. An error message will appear saying that the program could not find the file at this path. This path is exactly what we are looking for and where we need to return the file. If none of these three basic methods help you, your problem is probably more complex and will require a more detailed solution, as well as a separate tutorial focusing on your specific issue. Below, I will list some other possible causes that could have led to your problem. Check to see if any of these apply to you. Remember, media offline is not just an error, but a message indicating that DaVinci has lost access to the media at some point. I hope you manage to restore your files and save your project. DaVinci Resolve is a great program, but sometimes it can be tricky to work with. If you found this tutorial helpful and learned something new, feel free to support me with a like, subscription, or comment. If you would like to support me financially, you can buy me a coffee on Buy Me a Coffee page. Link in the description below. It's all for today, and I will see you next time in another tutorial.